We are still on the continuation of the lessons for discrete probability distribution. This time, we are now on the last probability distribution, which is the Poisson distribution. These are the things we need to know about this distribution. Poisson distribution is a probability distribution when the occurrences, usually rare events, are randomly distributed in space and time. So these are the events that occurs rarely. So katulad ng mga accidents or selling of goods or products sa sales, sa business, they are randomly distributed in space and time. So may indicated na time. So whether daily, monthly, or yearly, something like that. The probability is computed under Poisson distribution is through this formula. The probability of x is equals to mu raised to x times e raised to negative mu all over x factorial. Okay? So, mu is the average number of times that the event occurs. So, kung ano yung mean ng event, the average number. Then, we all know what is E. It is a constant number equivalent to 2.71828 and many more decimal places. That is a constant number. Or pwedeng i-select na lang natin sa calculator yung keypad para sa E. And then, ang average number of times the event occurs is also equivalent to N times P. So, N is the number of samples. P is the probability of success. So, gagamitin natin yan para ma-compute ang mean, variance, and standard deviation for Poisson distribution. This is the specific formula for Poisson distribution. So, mu or the mean is equivalent to N times P. So, binanggit na natin, N is number of samples times the probability of success. Then variance, which is sigma squared, is also equivalent to mu or the mean. And then of course, sigma or the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. Dahil ang variance mo is mu, so square root of mu is the standard deviation. Let's proceed to some examples of Poisson distribution. So ang parameters lang natin na kailangan is mu and the value of x. Example number 1. The average number of cell phones sold by a store at Green Hills Shopping Center is 3 per day. So ito yung event na that occurs in a space and time. Kaya merong indicated na per day. So space and time. So sabi, the average number of cell phones sold is 3 per day. So that is mean or the mu. What is the probability that exactly 4 cell phones will be sold tomorrow? Okay? So kung ang average na nabebentang cellphone is 3 per day, anong probability na 4 yung mabebenta sa isang araw? So ganun yung analysis. So again, the average number is what we call mu or the mean. So that is mu is equals to 3 kasi average cellphone sold per day, which is mentioned 3 per day. So, another parameter is kung ano yung kukuhanan natin ng probability. So, which is exactly 4. Kaya 4 ang value ng x. So, ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap natin probability is probability of exactly 4 cellphones ang magbebenta. Now, dalawa lang yung parameters as I mentioned. Mu and x lang yung kailangan sa formula. So, i-substitute natin. So we all know that this is x, kaya 4 ang sinubstitute natin. Ito ay mu, kaya 3 ang sinubstitute natin. Ito ay x, kaya 4 ang sinubstitute. Then constant e raised to negative mu, which is 3. All over x factorial, ang x natin is 4, kaya 4 factorial. Then simplify lang natin. 3 raised to 4 is 81. Then constant e raised to negative 3, yung product nila, all over 4 factorial is 24. So direct input sa calculator, ang sagot dyan is 0.6080. So this is the answer for the probability of getting exactly 4 cell phones to be sold in the shopping center. Let's have another example of Poisson distribution. So this time it is about another rare event, which is the traffic accidents. The average number of traffic accidents on a certain intersection in Manila is 2 per month. So again, we are talking about events that occurs in space and time. Kaya may binanggit na per month. So the average accident per month is 2. Find the probability that 0, ibig sabihin ng 0, no accidents happen on that intersection in a 1-month period. So ang sabi, average na 2 accidents per month, ano naman ang probability na 0 accident per month or in 1 month? So analyze natin ulit. The average number is mu or the mean. So that is 2 per month. Kaya 2 ang mu. That is the average accident per month as mentioned in the problem. Then, ang value ng x is 0. So, kung bakit siya 0? Kasi we are looking for the probability that 0 accident or no accident. So, that is 0. Ibig sabihin, ang probability na hanap natin is probability of 0. Ibig sabihin nun, probability of 0 or probability of no accident on that intersection for the 1-month period. So, dalawa lang kailangan nating parameters. So, substitute natin. Alam natin this is x. Substitute natin ng 0. Okay? And then, ito ay mu raised to x, which is 0, times constant e raised to negative mu, which is 2, all over x factorial. So, ang x natin is 0, kaya 0 factorial. I-simplify lang natin. 2 raised to 0 is 1, times constant e raised to negative 2 all over 1, kasi 0 factorial is 1. So, direct input tayo sa calculator. Ang sagot dyan is 0.1356. So, this is the answer for the probability of 0 or no accidents happen on that intersection in 1-month period. Let's have the last example for Poisson distribution. Example number 3, this is about the number of days of class suspension. The number of days classes suspended due to flood during rainy season in Manila is 5. So, ibig sabihin, yan din yung sinasabing the average number of days of suspension. So, what is the probability that the classes will be suspended in Manila for 6 days during a rainy season? So, ibig sabihin, the average number of classes suspension daw is 5. So, during rainy season. So, what would be the probability na 6 ang magiging class suspension? So, average suspension day is mentioned as the number of days. Mu is equals to 5. That is also the average suspension days. Then, x is equals to 3 kasi we're looking for the probability of 6 days suspension. Kaya 6 yung value ng x. And then, ang ibig sabihin ng P of 6 is the probability of 6 days will be the suspension days. Okay? And then, again, dalawa lang yung kailangan nating parameters, which is meron na tayo, mu at saka value ng x. So, this is x, kaya 6 ang nilagay natin. This is mu, kaya 5 raised to x, kaya 5 raised to 6. Times the constant e raised to negative mu, which is 5, all over x factorial, kaya 6 factorial yung denominator. Now, simplify lang natin, or actually pwede natin i-input to ng buo sa calculator. Pag sinimplify lang muna natin, ito magiging sagot muna. 15,625, that is 5 raised to 6. Then, constant e raised to negative 5 all over 720, which is 6 factorial. So, either itong input natin sa calculator or ito directly. Ang sagot dyan is 0.1462. So, this is how we solve probability under Poisson distribution.